Thank you for your remarks, Consul General Ray. At this time, I'd like to welcome our Chamber's founding chairman, the man who has been there since the beginning, Mr. Ashok, also known as A.K. Mago. A.K. really needs no introduction. He has served on almost every board and in almost every noteworthy organization in Dallas, including but not limited to Director of the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport Board, Chairman Emeritus, Greater Dallas Asian American Chamber, Commissioner of the City of Dallas Planning and Zoning Commission, member of the Executive Board of Dallas Dallas Visitors and Convention Bureau, sorry about that. Member of the Executive Board and Board of the Greater Dallas Chamber of Commerce, Chairman of the Urban League of Greater Dallas, past Chairman, Board of Trustees of the DFW Hindu Temple Society, past District Governor, District 211 of the Lions International, member of the Advisory Board of the Salvation Army. Currently, AK is also serving on the Board of Regents for the UNT system. Among others, AK is a longtime community servant who has been honored numerous times both here and in India for his work in advancing U.S.-India trade relations and business development. Most notably, AK received two of the highest civil honors by the government of India, as well as others, including Padma Shri, Government of India, Pravasi Bharatiya Samman, Dallas Business Journal Minority Business Leader Award, President's Award of Outstanding Service, Lions International. Please join me in welcoming A.K. Mago.
Thank you, Suhash. Before I introduce our two distinguished guests, I would like to make a request to each and every one of you in this room. Please be courteous to the speakers. I know we all love to talk. I am one of those who can talk for 3-4 hours without any interruption. But I think we owe it to them. So if all the serving staff will not serve anything for the next 30 minutes, and for all of us to listen what our two distinguished guests has to say this evening. It may give you opportunity to make some money. Because one is the President of the Federal Reserve. I don't know if he will give us any pointers today or not. And of course, David Johnson can. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my distinct pleasure to introduce tonight's key guests, Mr. David Johnson and Mr. Robert Kaplan. Let me start with David. I have lived in Dallas for 42 years. I have been listening to the radio since then because I could not afford a TV. Just had to buy a radio when you bring only $8 when you leave India. So I had no choice, David, but to listen to the radio. And for the last 30 years, have been listening to David Johnson on KRLD for his insights on what is happening with business here in Dallas and on Wall Street and around the world. One day, David sounds like a Santa Claus giving you good news. The other day, you are not very happy with him when you look at your portfolio and your stocks are down. But it's not his fault. He's just conveying the message. David, since the mission of U.S.-India Chamber is to improve trade between Texas and India, and since Robert Kaplan is clearly one of the smartest economists in the world. I am hoping that you will ask him some tough questions like how the recent demonetization is going to impact trade with India and what suggestions he might have for improving trade with India. David has been with KRLD 1080 as an analyst for the last 30 years, and I can say that he is one of the most respected business voices on the radio. I know many of you in this room know David's voice well. Well, today you will have the opportunity to see him in person, and I think you will really be impressed by him. And now Mr. Kaplan is the 13th President and CEO of the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas, a position he has held since September of 2015. He oversees the 11th Federal Reserve District on the Federal Open Market Committee, which formulates U.S. monetary policy and, most importantly, determines interest rates. He moved to Dallas in 2013, and like so many others, he realized that the best place to live and raise a family is Dallas. He subscribes to the motto that I wasn't born in Texas, but I got here as fast as I could. Well, Mr. Kaplan, I got here before you. You shall have to run faster next time, even though I had farther to travel. Robert Kaplan was vice chairman of the Goldman Sachs Group, with global responsibility for the firm's investment banking and investment management division. Previously, he served as global co-head of the investment banking division. Mr. Kaplan, I like your roadmap. First make money, then teach, then serve. Dr. Kaplan has had a long, illustrious career. Prior to joining the Federal Reserve Bank, he was previously the Martin Marshall Professor of Management Practice and is Senior Associate Dean at Harvard Business School, where he has impacted the lives of hundreds and thousands of students. More importantly, the future business leaders. And now as a Federal Reserve Bank chairman, he continues to impact the lives of millions. He is also the author of several books, including What You Are Really Meant to Do, a roadmap for reaching your unique potential. Mr. Kaplan, I wish I had met you earlier, because I am still struggling to find out what my unique potential is, so maybe I can get some help today.